Lewis Hamilton's move to Ferrari has already sent shockwaves through the Formula One world. However, what's even more astonishing is how his driving style is shaking things up inside the team. Just days into his adaptation to the SF-25, Hamilton is already making headlines by pushing the car to its limits in ways no one saw coming, leaving Charles Leclerc and the entire paddock stunned. We all anticipated that Hamilton's arrival at Ferrari would bring changes, but no one expected this level of impact so soon. The seven-time world champion isn't wasting a second in making his mark, and what he's doing behind the wheel of the SF-25 is something that demands our attention. Could Hamilton's unique driving style be the key to unlocking Ferrari's full potential in 2025? Is he already forcing Leclerc to raise his game? And most intriguingly, could this be the beginning of an internal battle at Ferrari that reshapes the championship fight? Stay tuned as we break down everything about Hamilton's rapid adaptation to the SF-25, the unexpected challenge he's posing to Leclerc, and why this could be a defining moment for Ferrari in 2025. Before we dive into the details, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with all the latest F1 news. The season is just getting started, and with Hamilton now in Ferrari red, things are about to get absolutely electrifying. You won't want to miss a second of what's ahead. From the moment Lewis Hamilton first stepped into the SF-25 at Ferrari's Fiorano circuit, it was evident that this would be an entirely new chapter in his career. After spending 12 years in a Mercedes-powered machine, Hamilton now faces a different challenge: new power unit, a new car philosophy, and an entirely different operational environment. Many questioned how long it would take him to adjust, but after preseason testing in Bahrain, the answer is clear: he's adapting at an astonishing rate. One of the biggest surprises from testing has been how quickly Hamilton is extracting performance from the SF-25, faster than even Charles Leclerc anticipated. The key to this lies in his driving technique. Leclerc's biggest strength has always been his aggressive one-lap pace in qualifying. He has built a reputation for pushing the car beyond its limits, finding speed where other drivers hesitate. A major part of this comes from his use of throttle and brake overlap, a technique that involves lightly pressing both pedals at the same time to maintain engine power while decelerating. It's a tricky skill that Leclerc has mastered over the years to gain an edge in qualifying. But here's where things get really interesting. Hamilton is now implementing the same technique. According to Ferrari's telemetry, Hamilton has been seen using throttle and brake overlap in medium-speed corners, particularly at Turn 10 in Bahrain, one of the trickiest turns on the circuit. This has allowed him to gain time on Leclerc in certain sections of the lap. For a driver who has spent his entire career in a completely different car philosophy, this is remarkable. It demonstrates that Hamilton is not merely adjusting to Ferrari. He's evolving his own driving style to maximize the SF-25's potential. And what's more, it's working. The fact that Hamilton is already matching Leclerc in key areas after just a few days in the car is a serious warning sign for the Monegasque driver. Leclerc has spent years as Ferrari's undisputed leader, but suddenly he finds himself alongside a teammate who not only brings a wealth of experience, but is also adapting at a staggering pace. The SF-25 itself is a fascinating machine. Ferrari has made bold design choices for 2025, including a shift to a pull-rod front suspension, similar to Red Bull and McLaren's setup, more aggressive aerodynamics to enhance cornering speed and stability, improve power delivery for better acceleration out of slow corners, and enhanced tire management, addressing Ferrari's biggest weakness from last season. On paper, these changes should make the SF-25 a far more competitive car. However, not everything has gone smoothly. While Hamilton appears to be growing comfortable in the SF-25, Leclerc has been struggling with the car's unpredictable behavior. Reports from Bahrain indicate that the Ferrari has less rear downforce than its predecessor, making it more unstable, particularly in long corners. And this is where Hamilton's adaptability gives him an advantage. Over the years, he has built a reputation for being one of the best at adjusting to different car characteristics. Whether it's tire management, handling quirks, or modifying his driving approach, Hamilton has always found a way to extract the best performance from any car. Leclerc, on the other hand, has been more sensitive to these changes. His natural driving style favors a car with a strong front end and an oversteer-heavy balance. If Ferrari's latest design leans towards an understeer-prone setup, it could pose a significant challenge for him. So what does all of this mean for Ferrari's 2025 campaign? Firstly, it sets the stage for one of the most intense intra-team battles in Ferrari's history. If Hamilton continues to adapt at this rate, he will quickly become a serious threat to Leclerc's position within the team. Secondly, Ferrari's championship hopes will hinge on how swiftly they can fine-tune the SF-25. Right now, McLaren is emerging as the fastest team in testing, while Mercedes has reportedly made major improvements. If Ferrari wants to stay in contention, they need to resolve their balance issues and provide both drivers with a more stable and predictable car. And most crucially, this raises significant questions about the team's internal dynamics. Ferrari has spent years building around Leclerc, but if Hamilton begins outperforming him, will the team be forced to shift their focus? As of now, both drivers are being treated equally, but as the season progresses, Ferrari might face a tough decision. If one driver clearly establishes himself as the lead contender, will the team back him fully in the championship fight, or will they allow them to battle it out, risking internal conflict? One thing is certain, Hamilton hasn't joined Ferrari just to be another driver. He's here to win, and if Leclerc isn't careful, he might find himself facing a challenge far bigger than he ever anticipated. The 2025 season is shaping up to be one of the most dramatic and unpredictable in recent memory. Ferrari has the potential to be a championship contender, but the battle between Hamilton and Leclerc could be just as intense as their fight against Red Bull, McLaren, and Mercedes. Beyond Ferrari, the entire grid is gearing up for a season that could redefine the pecking order. McLaren looks stronger than ever, Mercedes has made impressive strides, and Red Bull remains the team to beat. Every lap, every upgrade, and every strategic decision will be critical in this high-stakes battle for supremacy. One thing is for sure, this is just the beginning. As tensions rise and the first race approaches, the drama will only escalate. The championship fight is wide open, and with Hamilton and Leclerc at the heart of Ferrari's campaign, their rivalry could shape the destiny of the 2025 season. We'll be covering every major development, every unexpected twist, and every game-changing moment as the season unfolds. So, if you want to stay ahead of the action, make sure to like this video and subscribe for the latest F1 news, exclusive insights, and expert analysis. The road to glory starts now, and with so much at stake, you won't want to miss a single second of what's coming next.